Happy New Year from the Canadian mountains. Just finishing up a little retreat here out in the boonies. And sometimes you look at life and, it's exactly what you imagined it at its best. And this is one of those moments. So my van, I don't think you can see it from here, but it's parked somewhere down there. And this is a little morning hike. To catch a view of the sunrise, pops up through this valley here, and I love with the snow how the sun illuminates the mountain peaks. It's kind of like negative shadows with the snow. What's that, relief, I suppose. So anyway, really great experience out here being out of service, so you can't check anything, which is great. And it doesn't really require very much discipline at all, or hard-nosed will to continue when it's going to be an hour drive until you have reception again. So it's one easy way to navigate some of the trials that you might move through when you're doing a retreat, where any addictive type tendencies you're used to fulfilling, you just don't have access to them. And so, it kind of brings us into the dopamine addiction type of thing. And in Taoism, they have this starving of the sense gates that's employed prior to doing deep retreats. And part of this is that the dukkha, the dukkha of existence itself, that starts to arise, and then instead of demanding willfully that you sit with it, or running and distracting yourself, you have a much softer type of experience where that static can wave through, and you can dive deep into the heart of profound meditative practice and training without really how do we put this, without pulling at your reserves. It's not costing you your fuel to fight through the parts of yourself that are in contrast to the present moment. And most of us is in contrast perceptually to the present moment. And so there's a lot of dukkha, or pain, suffering, as you penetrating through to the present moment. And that present in relation to any frequency that you might be exploring, anything cosmic consciousness, as you keep breaking through and fractaling the identity out further and further and penetrating in deeper and deeper, en route to those infinities, we could say. Of course, you encounter a lot of pain, right? You have to break through that bubble. And if you're I found in retreat settings where you're in a specified center that's doing a retreat, it will spark, of course, habits of your perceptual identity, habits of whatever people bring up with you, and structure and all that kind of stuff. And you can make a lot of progress in those settings. I used to hole up in my apartment for a couple of weeks at a time when I lived in the city, and would go deep into retreat there. But I have found that doing something like this allows for the easiest, most smooth progress, right? And so it makes me look at a lot of those temple on the mountains, those mountain temples way up in the hills, and there's definitely something to it being out here and what you can do. So anyway, Happy New Year and welcome to home. And if you're interested in training, please check out the website. We have a Tai Chi program, a Qi Gong, Hermetic magic and meditation program, and a Q&A video reference library where I get videos up for any questions you might have on the content. And also, if you're interested in in-person training, I offer private coaching, and we have a 16-day retreat coming up in June 2025 here in BC, Canada. All right, hope to see you there. Bye.